Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Vinnie's Vittles. This week we're making one of my favorite sandwiches with a little twist. I love a Reuben sandwich, but I'm not crazy about rye bread. So when I found this recipe on Pinterest for a Reuben slider, I was like, that's money in the bank. So we're gonna try that today. We'll put the link to the recipe in the description box below so you'll be able to see all the ingredients. But let me show you what we're going to be using today. Of course, we're going to be using a thinly sliced corned beef. Then we're going to be using some Swiss cheese, some dinner rolls. Then the topping that goes on top of the sandwich consists of butter, some Dijon mustard, a little garlic powder, and some minced onion. And then, of course, on the classic Reuben, you got to put sauerkraut and Thousand Island dressing. Now, this recipe did say you could use a Russian dressing if you would like, but I prefer Thousand Island, so that's what we'll be using today. Then, of course, because it's St. Patty's Day, we're going to have sour cream and onion chips. That's the closest thing to a green chip I could find. Then we're going to do something a little bit different. My mother-in-law used to have something that we called Karen Coke. Karen Coke was any kind of fruit drink that she wanted with a little bit of a Sprite in it to give it some bubbly. And we called it Karen Coke. So we're going to make green Karen Coke today on the recipe too. So we'll have a good time together, and I know you're going to like it. So let's get started putting it together. All right guys, so we've got all of our ingredients ready, so we're going to start combining them. You're going to start out with a quarter stick of butter and you're going to melt it good. Then you're going to add in the garlic powder. You're going to add in the minced onion, and then you're going to add in the Dijon mustard. And this is the topping for the sandwich, okay? So this is what's going to kick up the flavor on the inside. And then you just want to combine those ingredients together real good. Now the recipe calls for you to strain the sauerkraut so it's dry or pretty close to dry. So we're going to do that here in just a second, and then we'll start combining everything together. That really smells incredible. I'm shocked at how good it smells. All right, so I'm going to set these off to the side. Now let's do the sauerkraut. Okay guys, now it's time to get our sauerkraut ready. Now the recipe says to squeeze it dry. So we're going to try it this way and see how that works. Calls for a cup of sauerkraut, so we got it mixed in. We're going to add it in this strainer, and we're just going to kind of mash it to try to get the juice out of it. All right guys, now it's time to create the masterpiece. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to spread the Thousand Island dressing on the bottoms of the buns. So it calls for 1/3 of a cup. So we're going to try that and see how that works. On the surface, to me, that doesn't sound like enough, but we'll see what happens. It looks like it's going a long way. So I'm just going to try to smear that on there, just get a good layer. I do think I'm going to want more Thousand Island dressing than that, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, Jordan, give me a little bit more Thousand Island dressing. I don't think that's enough. I always think more is better. All right, then we're going to come in and we're going to add the cheese. And this is just sliced Swiss sandwich cheese. Not anything fancy. Just something right out of the deli. Then we're going to come in with the sauerkraut and sprinkle that on. Making sure we get a little bit all over the sandwich. Some of that looks like it's got a little more than others on it. I might need to do a better job of spreading. Alright, now we're going to add our corned beef. Now, our grocery store in Walmart didn't have a very good selection of corned beef, so I had to just get sandwich slices. So our deli didn't have a corned beef that they could freshly slice for me. But it smells good. And I'm putting it on kind of thick, because I like a lot of meat. How's that look, Jordan? And we're going to come back and add some more cheese. Just down the middle of each sandwich, so we got enough. We're going to still be a little short on cheese, aren't we? All right, then we're going to come back in and put the tops on. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and combine my ingredients a little bit better because they've been sitting for a few minutes. And then we're going to lightly apply this to the top of the bread, kind of like what we did with the Thousand Island on the bottom side. Okay, if you'll remember, this was the topping that we mixed up earlier with the garlic and the Dijon mustard and the onion, minced onion, and the butter. And we're just going to kind of ease it up on here on the top and just kind of spread it around good on each piece. And this is going to be so yummy when it comes out of the oven here in just a few minutes. You want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350, and once you get this applied good, you're going to put them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes until the bread gets nice and done and the cheese is all melted together and combined, and it's going to be good. I wish y'all could smell this. I know I say that all the time, but it smells good. If it tastes as good as it smells, it's going to be out of this world. All right, so now we got it all topped up good. They are smelling incredible. Time to put them in the oven. 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. We'll be back with you in a few minutes. All right, while our sandwiches are in the oven cooking, we're going to mix up the Karen Coke. I bought a bottle of Sprite Zero, which is, you know, the diet version of Sprite. Well, that had a little kick to it. We're going to add that in. And once it quits fuzzing, we made a mess, Jordan. Then we're going to come back and add the green fruit punch from Hawaiian Punch. And we're going to do it about 50-50, so we should be just about right. And we're just going to pour that in. So about right there. We'll just mix it up good. All right, Jordan, you got the guts to come try that? All right, let's see how it tastes. Wow, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Our little St. Patty's Day combination. All right, guys, we're back. They've come out of the oven. They're ready for us to try. I got Josh here to help me test them and make sure they're going to be good. The Reuben slider with sour cream and onion Lay's potato chips, and
some weird drink.
Karen Coke, for lack of a better word. So let's give it a try. See what you think. The bread is nice and warm and crunchy. Let's see what happens.
Boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's really good. How many we got?
Look, I need to learn something. I need to learn to take a smaller bite when I'm taste testing.
My goodness.
Those are very good. You're going to want to try this recipe. I think you will love it. As always, click the red button to subscribe and ring the bell to let yourself know every week when Vinnie's Vittles is going to be back. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's strong.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's strong.
Too strong for you?
Ain't no alcohol in it, son. That ain't the worst.
Guys, be sure to join us each week on Vinnie's Vittles, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day now. Bye.
Boy, that is fire.